Hello everyone, this is CJVStarcraft and you're watching another game of StarCraft 2. This is actually only my second cast, so thank you very much for watching. Really enjoying it so far, getting into it quite a lot, so this should hopefully be a lot of fun, should be quite an entertaining game. Bringing you a TvZ game. This is Renegade uploaded this game. He also goes by the name of Glon, so not sure which name he prefers, but he's uploaded quite a big replay pack. From the North Americans ladder. He's a top 25 Grandmasters player on that ladder, I think. And this game stood out to me because in the top right corner we have Select from Team Dignitas. And I really love watching this guy play. He's really cool. And I especially like Team Dignitas. Why? Because they are from England. They're a British team. Which I think is really cool because you don't get that many British teams. In fact, they're the only sort of major one that I know about, and that's really quite cool. So the map is going to be Daybreak. It's from the last, so we don't have any of these neutral supply depots down the bottom. And I'm hoping that we're going to see a big macro game because this, third is quite easy to take for both races, really. So it should be pretty cool. Yeah, Select has been playing for Team Dignitas for about a year now, I think. He has won quite a few tournaments. He's quite well known in America, in North America especially, because he's played in a lot of MLGs. He's come second and third. Certainly last year. He's not done too well in tournaments this year. But he's originally from Korea and playing in the US and the UK, which is really cool to see these Korean players come across, because there is a lot of money to be won. Certainly MLGs are really stepping up. There's loads of tournaments, the Red Bull LAN type tournaments. The GSL is still like the main one that players are wanting to win, I guess. But it's really cool to see these players wanting to play in the MLGs in the US. So Renegade taking a fairly early expand before pool, and I've just realised we're on normal speed, so I'm going to speed that up so we actually get through the game at a reasonable time. Of course, Blizzard time works on a slightly faster scale than the rest of us. I don't quite know what the reasoning is behind having the timing go, the standard time being faster, but yeah, it makes the games go quite quickly and makes it a really intense action sport, so that's really cool. Select going to be choosing to expand first by the looks of things, after his one barracks. Well, certainly when a Zerg's taking his hatchery, as early as Renegade is, you can do this quite safely. You don't have to worry about building it up on the high ground or anything like that, because this Marine can just defend away the drone, look at that, and then the command center can go down quite safely. So Zerg player's going to have a few options here. He can try and punish this by building a lot of Lings and Banelings maybe, or he can probably expand again. So those are your two options quite typically, and Select starting to follow this up with a couple of gas guys, so it looks like we're going to be seeing some tech out of him fairly soon. I'll bring the names up and the production tab as well, so you can actually see what's going on. Should be pretty cool. So yeah, the drone getting in scouting this as well, so that's going to be key. So Renegade going to have a really good idea of what's going on. He's managed to sneak past this Marine here, and is he going to get the drone, or is the drone going to see anything else? Oh, the drone looks like he's getting away, but the SCV going up for the kill there. He's not going to get out, unfortunately, but how much more can he see? How long is he going to be able to keep this drone alive? This is quite spectacular. Marine just can't catch him, and finally getting him there. So Renegade got a really good read off, and he's following that up. Look, so he's seen the tech, he's gone, right, I can punish this, and has built a lot of Lings and is running forward, so it's going to be up to Select to try and defend this. Whether he can get a bunker up in time, I don't know. These Lings are going to be quite close. They're already halfway across the map, and I actually think this could do a fair bit of damage. The factory isn't going to be in time. He's only got 2 Marines, so he's going to have to lift this command center and pull back off. Hopefully he can get his depots up in time, and he's seen this, and the Lings are going past. These Marines doing the best they can, but the Lings are going to get surrounded. 2 of the Lings are trying to run up. 4 of these, great split there by Renegade. The supply depots go up, the Marines trapped back there. This SCV doesn't quite know what to do with himself. So it's going to be up to Select to get some Hellions out as quickly as possible here, I think. He's going to have to wall in using an engineering bay there. And he's going to have to pull SCVs to get the repair on these depots here. This reactor is a about to fall. No, it's not. He lifts the barrack so the SCVs can get the repair there, but this supply depot is really close to being brought down. Should he bring any more SCVs off? It doesn't look like it. I don't know. This is so low on health. So low. This is really close. The first Hellion is nearly out. Oh my god, I can't believe Selector is going to hold this. If he does, this is unbelievable. And he does. The Hellion comes out, and that is a unbelievable hold from Select. That is really impressive. He's going to be able to start producing Hellions now. And I think... I don't know who's ahead there. It's probably fairly even. Selector's got the 2 command centres. He's got mules. And Renegade did sort of blow a few early lava on the lings there. You've got to remember that the lava are so important to a Zerg player early on, but he's expanding, taking his third, and if we have a look at the units tab, it's 36 drones to 26 SCVs, so that's not too much of a disadvantage to the player, because remember the Terran does have mules, and the Zerg player doesn't have a lot of defense against these Hellions. He's got a couple of Queens, which are really good against Hellions since the Renegade or building it into an orbital command. So both players on 3 base at the moment, although the Zerg player does have quite a big drone advantage, which is going to be favouring him as we go a little bit further in. But if Terran can get sort of 3 command centres muling up, or if we look at the 68 drones to 56 SCVs, so with mules that's fairly close. It's only 10 drone lead, and the supply is fairly similar, so he's got a bigger lead. Now these Banshees are going to try and do some harassing in the main base. The Overseer is building to give him that detection, but splitting them up quite nicely there to harass these mineral lines. And this is where the multitasking of the pro players really comes in, because you can just harass so many places at once when you've got a few Banshees up. No spine crawlers, there's quite a lot of clean, so Hellions wouldn't really do that much, and a lot of Zerglings now going to push into the main base of Select. He hasn't got that many Hellions out, quite a few Banshees, but he's going to have to defend this quite nicely if he's going to stay alive in this game. So yeah, the supply depots go up, and these Lings aren't going to be able to do that much. They will be able to harass the 3rd base a bit, so that could be quite telling, but he's running the wrong way. Oh no, he's going after this Hellion here, so I think Renegade's missing a trick here. I really think if he would harass that 3rd, he'd be in a lot better shape than he is, but he is expanding himself, so he's probably wanting to be a little bit careful. Although this Hellion going to spot that straight away. Although Select, he doesn't really have that much. He's got quite a few Banshees building up. He's going for Thors now. I sort of thought I saw some Thors out. Yeah, there we go. Thor, Banshee, Hellion. What a mix that is. Absolutely love meching against Zerg. He's got Blue Flame on the way. Siege mode just finishing up as well, and +1 weapons. So he's going to be right back in the upgrades on mech. It's so good. I mean, mech is good anyway, but with the upgrades, he's going to really be able to power through this Zerg army. And the Roach Warren going down for Renegade. That'll be so key later on in the game. Roaches are so vital. This is mech. You really do need them. But a lot of links, sort of pushing it into the middle of the map. Both players kind of know what's what. I mean, Zerg wants to be 1 base ahead of Terran at all times, really, and that's looking like he's in a good position. But looking at the supply Select taking a bit of a lead. This is mainly because he's chosen to go down the meching route, and all Zerg has really is quite a lot of Zerglings out at the moment. And those Zerglings, my computer does not like those Zerglings. It's causing it to lag out again. These Hellions just scouting around a little bit, making sure there's not too much going on. And so they're going to be building another command set down here as well. And oh my word, my computer does not like the look of that. I'm going to have to pause. Sorry about that, my computer really not liking all the memory that I was using up by recording there. I'd actually managed to fill up the hard drive slightly by accident, so I've just deleted some stuff, moved it around, and we are good to go, back at a normal frame rate. So we've got Renegade moving down with some links to try and harass, but there's a lot of tanks, a lot of Thors, and Select not managing to get the cancel on that command centre there. Renegade actually managed to get the kill. So I'd imagine that Select is going to be fairly passive for the next few minutes. He's got a few Hellions he can move around and sort of kill off these lings. But these sort of Thors and tanks are going to be very slow, and that's the one problem with mech, is it's just very, very slow. So these Hellions just trying to pick off any spare lings they can. Renegade massing up quite a few lings in the middle. The upgrades has been really on top. He's getting the adrenal glands upgrade, +3 attack, +3 defense, and the Ultralisk Cavern on the way. So these Thors and tanks are going to be very, very useful against those. But these Lings, ooh, are going to have to pull back. Select taking up a fairly defensive position in the middle, but no, he's going to push here by the looks of things, taking out these middle rocks, and if he can get set up in a position here, he's going to be in really good shape. But 4 Ultralisks are on the way for Renegade. He's got the chitinous plating, I believe is how you pronounce that. So scanning in here to try and get the... oh no, but great Fungals going down. Catching those Hellions off guard, and he's going to have to siege up these tanks here. Pushing in, is he going to be able to do much damage here? He's got the Cloak Banshees up at the top, they're going to be able to harass the Infestors really, really well. And it looks like... oh no, the Banshee going down to the Infestor, but it looks like Selector's got a really good defensive position here. He's massive supply advantage against the Zerg player, but the Ultralisk's popping and just about getting out there. Didn't really want those popping up there. Taking out the 4th base, and Renegade having to expand up to the top left side there. Al Select holds this middle ground, but here we go, he's going for a big attack. Infested Terrans going down there, the Ultralisk just getting torn apart by these Thors apps, but he's having to pull back because a lot of Infested Terrans are here, and the Infestors and Lings are coming in, and are these Ultralisks going to be able to break this? I think he might have broken this contain, not quite, it's really close, and more reinforcing Thors coming in, and the Ultralisk is going to have to back out, and now he's got quite a lot of Hellions that are going to be able to run in. Certainly harass at the top. Oh, great harass round here, killing off workers. That's a great move. Trying to creep in the middle as well, and these are going to get taken out, but the Ultralisks are going to have a bit of a hard time. Again, no, they're not going to get taken out. Renegade moving in into the middle to try and stop this mini force pushing in, but Select pulling back, and oh, that was close. Those Lings coming in just in time. That could have been a lot of roasted workers there. Just spotted that one in time there. Plus 3 vehicle weapons on the way for Terran. That's incredible. Really, really good speed on those upgrades, and Select looking in really, really good shape. He's got his 4th up. Zerg isn't actually mining from his 4th base at the moment, and he just kind of needs to hold this defensive position here, and he should be in pretty good shape. Planetary Fortress going down at the bottom right side, transferring over a lot of SCVs as well, and yeah, I think Terran just needs to push slowly, and he's going to be looking pretty good. Certainly against this Ling Ultra Infestor mix, Hellion Thor is really, really effective for the obvious reasons. And still keeping these Banshees, he needs to cloak this, but these can be really, really effective against the Infestors, because they have to use their energy to cloak it. Throw down Infested Terrans is the only anti-air the Zerg has at the moment, and they can just be a real pain while you're trying to micro the rest of your battle. You know, and if you've got a couple of them at 2 sides, say, then it's really problematic for you Hellions going up here, but it looks to have been spotted by Zerg. Sensor tower being set up in the middle of the map. Select really, really trying to stake a claim on this, and these Hellions escaping right through the middle of his army. How has he managed to do that? I don't know. These Hellions are going to roast a lot of workers at the 3rd base of Renegade again, trying to transfer them away, but they're just lining them up and just splitting them a bit. Probably doesn't need to send his whole army to clear this up, but he does anyway. And things looking pretty close. I mean, just the thing is, a max Terran with mech is so strong, and Zerg really unable to kind of take the extra bases he needs to be able to out macro Select here. He's completely mined out his main. Still mining gas though. There's 500 in each geyser, so he'll be able to do that for quite a while. And mining gas off 4 bases, he can produce off a lot of factories. So both sides gearing up for what looks like it could be a fairly big engagement in the middle. It's a lot of Thors. That's 11 Thors. That's over 60 supply, and big scan going to the army, and here we go. A lot of Banelings, Lings and Ultralisks moving in. The Planetary Fortress is going to be able to help. Neural Parasite going down on a few of these Thors, and is Renegade going to be able to break? But look at the supplies dropping massively. These Lings... the Hellions roasting away at the Infestors. Infested Terrans going down. Only 3-4 Ultralisks remain here. The Planetary Fortress doing more than enough, and the tank's having to pull back, so this is really close, but no, Renegade having to pull out, and there's the GG. He did lose a lot of supply there. Didn't have the macro ability just off the bases that he had to re-macro that army, and Select taking the game there, so showing that when you're playing Mecha's Terran, you really don't have to be that aggressive, just selectively aggressive. Make sure the Zerg stays on as few bases as possible, and make him come to you. So that was really cool. I love watching meching Terrans against Zerg. I think it's a really cool, fun way to play. yeah, what a good game. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll be uploading more videos over the next few days, hopefully, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.